not just beating Purdue and getting to the Sweet 16, but knowing how much we had invested for a year's worth of work to only have that opportunity in 40 minutes. Can you do it this time around? That being our goal, getting to the Sweet 16.
Xavier started quickly against West Virginia but couldn't hold the lead. The Mountaineers rallied behind their star, Joe Alexander, whose late basket forced the game into overtime. That set the stage for a heroic performance from B.J. Raymond, who had been playing anything but heroic during regulation play.
I was just out there taking up space. And that's not the way I wanted to go out my junior year, and that's not the way that I wanted the great senior class that we had to go out. So when the opportunity came, I just decided to make plays. You know what I'm saying? This is family. You can't let them down.
A couple of things happened in overtime. Number one, we got down by a significant margin. And once again, I think it's so easy for a team to panic when that happens. Number one, we didn't panic. We stayed true to, we have a saying, and the players I'm sure will share it with you, do what we do.
My 5-second count was running out and stood across. BJ, he don't need too much time to get his shot off. And he caught it, loaded it, let it go. The rest is history. Just really proud of him for staying poised and staying with it regardless of the adversity he was facing throughout the first 40 minutes. He just stayed with it, and he stepped up big for us.
B.J. Raymond, the shots that he made, I think will forever be etched in Xavier history.
It's one of the best feelings I ever had in college basketball. So.
8 is great, baby! 8 is great! Down, Monkey!
Up next, the UCLA Bruins in the #1 seed, a team that had appeared in the Final Four the last 2 years. Xavier needed to be at its very best to win, but it wasn't in the cards. Kevin Love and the Bruins rolled to victory and ended Xavier's season 1 game short of the Final Four.
We just didn't have our night that we needed, and even though the margin of victory, it really does speak for itself, I feel like we really didn't give UCLA our best punch. We really didn't come out and play the way that Xavier can play, and that's the only thing that's kind of hard about it, knowing that we didn't really go out giving our best punch. But it was a great opportunity, and be so close to the Final Four is something that you'll never forget. At the same time, you look back on it and you wish you did some things different, and it is what it is now, but we're just blessed to have the opportunity to be there.
It was more than just a blessing that Xavier's basketball team reached new heights. It was a combination of commitment, teamwork, fearlessness, and unselfishness, all factors that will keep the Xavier program moving forward.
Xavier basketball has really been in a state of continual improvement over the last 25 years or so. Year in, year out, we've pushed the envelope further and further, and I think that's one of the terrific things about our program is that we're never satisfied. We're now one of a very elite group of schools that have been to multiple Elite Eights in the last 5 years. We're the only private school in that list, and I think people now have to take us seriously in the basketball world and beyond as a program that really is a player on the national level.
How do you do that? Number one, fearless in scheduling, but also fearless with a plan. And that's what we've established here, that we're willing to play the best programs in college basketball home and away on neutral courts so that our team can have the best chance of getting an at-large bid every year to the NCAA tournament.
But a great program takes more than just great scheduling.
So when you talk about Xavier in recruiting, it starts with a degree, it starts with, I think, our location, and then the word development is at the forefront of who we are. We have evidence that this place works. And I think it also affects the current players because they know that while they're here, that they are improving, they are getting better, and that one day maybe they can be that James Posey, that David West, that they were promised they could be when they were recruited.
When a recruit asks why Xavier, the easiest response is why not Xavier? You look at an environment that has an amazing level of commitment from absolutely every area.
The player has to understand that first and foremost, we are here for them. They aren't here for us. That the university exists for them to grow and develop and to become an educated individual while they are on the Xavier campus.
I worked for Sister Fleming, as did Pete Gillen, as did Skip Prosser, as did Thad Mata. I mean, if we run into a problem, it's an easy solution. Whatever she says goes.
At first, I was like, man, all these hours in study hall. But then when you get to the end, you understand that it's all worth it. She's going to put you in a great position to be able to graduate on time and just to have a great academic experience while you're here at Xavier.
The family environment, family atmosphere here at Xavier, is second to none. You really don't feel like you're out there by yourself at a big university and I'm on my own, have to hang in there academically. It's more like we're all in this together, we'll help you.
I think the fact that we've had graduation rates and now academic performance or academic progress rates that rank in the very top of the national scales speaks volumes about who we are and really attracts a certain type of young person. Folks that don't value education typically don't look to Xavier, and that's okay with us.
It's a year-long thing as you talk to the people that I talk to, whether it's Dick Vitale or Jay Billis or Andy Katz or Jeff Goodman. The main theme that you want to get across to them is we belong in the major players, and I think that is a major shift from 20, 25 years ago as well.
I believe everybody wants us to have, and we believe it's very possible to have resources in place that allow our coaches, our players, our entire program to do the things necessary to be a truly national level program. I don't think we could find a better fit than Sean Miller. He's a young man that, again, I believe his best days are yet ahead of him, and he also has a great sense of what can be accomplished at Xavier.
Xavier's on the uprise. We won a national championship. We won our first appearance to the Final Four. Teams don't want to be. Elite Eight isn't good enough anymore, in my eyes. Plenty of teams have been there and done that. We want more. We're expecting more. Our fans are expecting more. We're expecting more. And we gotta deliver.
To be big time, we expect people to support Xavier at a big time level, and we're very close. Mike Babinski will say it all the time. We are very close, and the fact that we're getting a taste of that right now is really exciting people.
The All for One Club and fan support is essential for our program to continue the success that we've had. We have been able to raise money through the All for One Club donations, and individual families and people have stepped up even in the last few years that have given our players that edge.
What happened this season, making it to the Elite Eight, is something that we've prepared for, we've planned for. We expect to be in this position more often than not, and while we recognize that that's not easy and we have to earn it each and every year, we do expect to be here again and again and again, and ultimately take our turn in the Final Four and compete for a national championship.